Why not?
So I first came across this video on Tabitha's page. It's a video of this racist named Jake Lang who went to a city council meeting in Dearborn, Michigan and said some of the most vile racist things to the entire city council as well as the entire Muslim community in Dearborn, Michigan. Now, a couple of things I need you to remember. One is that in 2024, Dearborn, Michigan, especially the Muslim community, swung heavily for Donald Trump. It used to be a Democratic stronghold, but in 2024, they mobilized and they voted for Donald Trump. Remember that. I also want you to remember that Jake Lang went to the January 6th insurrection and was pardoned by Donald Trump. So let's first watch this video of Jake Lang at this city council meeting in Dearborn, Michigan.
Okay, in 1900, the world was 30% white. Fast forward 125 years, we are down to 7%. The Islamification of Europe is particularly aimed at the destruction of white people. The Islamification of America is aiming to meet the same goal. Our people, white Christian, European, Western civilization, we built the arts. We built the Colosseum. We have ran the world into the industrial age. And now, this people here, the Muslim community, is looking to drag us back. They're looking to oppress women, oppress homosexuals. They're looking to destroy everything that makes America great. President Trump, send ICE into Dearborn. These people have overstayed their visas. They're H-1B chain migration invaders, and they have come to this country to destroy our way of life. We know exactly your laws in your book about lying to our faces, pretending to be Americans, wearing your suits. But that doesn't happen anywhere else where you guys are in charge. There are 53 Muslim majority countries, and in all of them, it is tyranny, destruction, it is shithole living. We have to call it what it is. You guys don't live like we do. We don't want you in our country. We will come and eat your shawarma in Somalia, okay? We don't need it here in Michigan. We don't need it in any part of America. We have a right to self-determination. Our founding fathers fought and died for our posterity, for white Americans. And we're being driven out. You come here and you marry 4 or 5 women and you outbreed us. You change the laws. You make all of our country look like the places that you fled from. We don't want you here. Respectfully, get the fuck out of my country. I don't want you here.
You marry multiple women and you outbreed us? What in the erectile dysfunction is this dude talking about? But seriously, as hard as this was to watch, he's not saying anything different from what most Republicans say. In fact, Donald Trump ran a campaign in 2015 on saying things just like this. They're shithole countries. They don't live like us. Great replacement stuff. White supremacy stuff. Telling people to go back to their country. He told members of Congress like Ilhan Omar to go back to her country. She's American. Like, these are the things Donald Trump was saying. So the fact that people are surprised by this, are surprised that someone who went to the January 6th insurrection would say things like this, that's crazy to me. But I want you to remember that Donald Trump ran a campaign on saying things just like this, because that's going to become very important in this video. But first, let's talk about what Jake Lang was doing before he went to that council meeting. He rolled up in this big bus, which tells you this dude is funded by Republicans. He rolls up in a bus, he gets out of that bus, he has a Quran in his hand, and he's trying to light that Quran on fire. Luckily, a dude passing by or around there said, nah, this ain't happening. Takes the Quran from him while they try to wrestle for it. And just a little side note, you see the black dude that comes into the frame there and he's kind of talking? That's Andrew Williams. That is the black dude who went to a No Kings protest and got folded up by security when he went there to agitate and get himself in some trouble. So he got the FAFO that he showed up there for. But that dude is a bootlicking, buck dancing sellout, and that's why he's rolling around with Jake Lang, who literally went to that council meeting and said, we need to preserve white people. Andrew, they're not for you, bro. When he's done going after the Muslim community, you're next. And that is me assuming on that bus, he wasn't calling Andrew the N-word a bunch of times. Because I really believe that a lot of these bootlicking, buck dancing ass sellout black MAGAs stand around and allow them to be racist toward them. But back to this. So he goes there, he tries to burn the Quran. This dude says, ain't having it. I think after, might have been before this council meeting, I'm not even sure, he's marching through the street saying a bunch of vile racist things about the Muslim community, and this dude rolls up and cold cocks him. And listen, I'm a nonviolent person. I'm not nonviolent. I think we should try to do everything but violence every time. But I'm lying to you if I tell you I didn't get some serious satisfaction while watching that dude get socked in the face. Like, I'm a nonviolent person who believes that some people just haven't been punched in the face enough, because this dude really thought that the real world was like the internet. And that dude showed you this ain't online, bro. You're not on X. You're in the real world right now saying some shit, and you're about to get some FAFO right now. So he did. But here's where it's going to piss you off a little bit. So after Andrew Lang was done speaking at that council meeting, this man walked up to the podium. He said that he is one of the leaders of the Muslim community, and he is one of the people who mobilized people to vote for Donald Trump and help get him elected. He's going to tell these people that people like Andrew Lang, they don't represent the Republican Party. Yeah, he says he's a Muslim who's also Republican. He's going to tell you that Andrew Lang, he doesn't represent the Republican Party. People like that are basically cosplaying as Republicans because that's not what Christianity or the Republican Party is about. Watch this shit.
My name is Mike Hashem, and I'm here today as a Muslim, an Arab American, and a Republican. I am proud to call Dearborn my home. And let's be completely honest, the outsiders who showed up here pretending to speak for Republicans weren't here for dialogue or ideas. They came here for hate, chaos, and cheap theatrics, hoping to intimidate a peaceful community. They are un-American. Let's be complete. They even tried to burn the Holy Quran, not because they stand for anything, but because without shock value, they're irrelevant. When you have no principles, no integrity, no courage, you resort to stunts meant to get attention from the worst corners of the internet. And let's make something clear. I led the charge to elect President Donald Trump in our community.
Mr. Hashem, please just address the council.
And it was the Muslim community and the Arab Americans that voted and got President Donald Trump elected in the state of Michigan. And this is the greatest nation on the planet. These agitators throw on the Republican label like a Halloween costume and a cheap suit from Walmart. But their behavior is pure Antifa wannabes. Chaos, loud, reckless, directionless. I mean, they had to use GPS to drive a freaking bus, right? One's from Seattle, he's not even from here, doesn't know us. Real Republicans stand for faith, family, stability, and dignity. These people stand for whatever gets them a viral clip.
Dude, with all due disrespect, you're stupid and you're wrong. Those dudes 100% represent the Republican Party. The guy sitting behind him in a blue suit, you saw him in the video earlier with Jake Lang as well. He's another one of those dudes. He comes up after this dude is done and he makes fun of him because they don't like you. The fact that you helped get Donald Trump elected and now you're standing up there saying the same guys who voted the same way you did don't represent the party you say you're a part of is absolutely stupid. I can't call it anything else but stupid. They 100% represent the Republican Party. Jake Lang went to the January 6th insurrection. Donald Trump pardoned him. He's actually running for office as a Republican right now. Who do you think you voted with when you voted for Donald Trump? White supremacists, people who hate you. There are multiple videos of people on TikTok, on X, who are just like him, who are now warning the American people that people like you are at some point going to attack us.
Anybody see what happened in Dearborn, Michigan last night? If not, I suggest you do, because it's coming to a city near you. We just can't learn our lesson. We have taken our eye off the ball for so many years in this country, and we have become absolutely 100% infiltrated. There will be an attack. I have this weird feeling. I've had it for about 2 weeks now, and I can't shake it. You know, I really can't. Have a plan. Have a strategic plan. Never back down.
When I recorded that video, it already had 9,000 likes. And there are multiple videos out there that are just like it. And in the comments are a bunch of people that you voted with who are saying how much they hate you. They want you out of the country. They want you to go back where you came from. They want you out of Dearborn, Michigan. They hate you. You voted with them. And now you're standing there trying to say that those people don't represent the Republican Party. That is the Republican Party. They said these things on the campaign trail. They stood next to you at Donald Trump rallies holding signs that said mass deportations now. ICE has already been in Dearborn, Michigan. They're going to be back. And you better believe if Donald Trump wins these midterms, he is going to do everything in his power to get rid of every person who looks like you and worships like you. He used you. He used you, and you look like you're ready to be used again. You're the epitome of someone standing next to someone who is yelling at you, "Get away from me, I hate you." And you're standing there saying, "No, you love me, you want me here." They don't. That guy stood there and said, "With all due respect, get the F out of my country." He was talking to you. They don't care that you helped Donald Trump get elected. They don't care that you voted for him. How many FAFO videos have I done of people who voted for Donald Trump and are now sitting in detention centers? Some of the people who you got to march with you and help get Donald Trump elected are now on their radar. How dumb do you have to be to actually believe they don't represent Donald Trump and the Republican Party? He pardoned those people. That same guy who said all those racist things, who you know hates you, Donald Trump let him out of jail. What are you talking about? They don't represent the Republican Party. They absolutely do. You guys got used. You look stupid for it. And I don't feel bad for you. I don't feel bad for anything that happens to you, specifically you, and any other adult who decided to get people to vote for Donald Trump. You deserve everything that you get. You deserve all the hate that comes toward you by the people you stood next to, you stood with at the voting booth, and voted for the same racists that they voted for. You get everything you deserve. I feel bad for your kids. I feel bad for people in the Muslim community who knew better, who tried to tell you you were wrong, but I don't feel bad for these people. I do not. They wanted to see the worst for everyone else, and now they're getting it. You voted with that dude. You voted for the same person he voted for. He's gotten more benefits from that guy than you'll ever get because he's white and he claims to be a Christian nationalist. And that's who Donald Trump likes. He does not like you. He used you. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.